Staying in touch with your community through local news and information is the gift that keeps giving all year long. Subscribe to the Duluth News Tribune now and get 50% off an annual subscription for you or anyone on your list. Just call 833-248-7801. That's 833-248-7801.
Hello Northlanders, it's Monday, December 19th. I'm Wyatt Buckner with your Duluth News Tribune Minute, presented by Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union.
The average MPECU member saves over $785 a year in better rates and lower fees. And with MPECU, every ATM is your ATM. With their free checking program, you get ATM fee reimbursements at any ATM anywhere in the U.S. Check out Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union services online at mpecu.com or visit their offices in downtown Duluth, Arrowhead Road, or Miller Trunk Highway.
Now, here's a look at today's headlines. Northland projects are slated to receive more than $28 million in state aid next year to address the region's housing shortage. The Minnesota Housing Board of Directors announced its project selection last week, and Duluth scored some big wins, garnering support for two large-scale developments. Those are Wadena West, a 60-unit supportive housing project being developed by Center City Housing Corp., and Harbor Highlands Townhomes, a 40-unit housing project for low-income families being developed by the Duluth Housing and Redevelopment Authority. One Roof Community Housing also fared well, obtaining assistance to acquire, rehabilitate, and resell 12 homes in Duluth and two harbors, as well as aid to build another 4 homes from scratch in Duluth. One Roof also will receive help from Minnesota Housing as it partners with the Itasca County Housing and Redevelopment Authority to build 8 new homes on the site of a former elementary school in Grand Rapids. Ice-breaking operations have started in the western Great Lakes in an effort to keep commercial vessels moving through the end of the shipping season, the U.S. Coast Guard announced Friday. The Coast Guard cutter Spar will be responsible for western Lake Superior and the Duluth Superior Harbor. The Coast Guard, quote, will assign additional assets, end quote, as ice expands, the Coast Guard said. The Spar's home port has been Duluth since it arrived earlier this year, replacing the Alder. Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, the St. Mary's River, the Straits of Mackinac, and Lake Huron's Georgian Bay are included in the operation. Lake Superior and the other Great Lakes have very little ice. Water temperatures in the western portion of the lake remain near 39 degrees Fahrenheit, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. However, ice is building in the ports and bays, and below zero high temperatures are expected by Wednesday. All ships need to be clear of the St. Lawrence Seaway system, which connects the Great Lakes to the Atlantic Ocean, by noon Eastern Standard Time on December 31st. It typically reopens in late March. The Sulaks, which connect Lake Superior to Lake Huron and the rest of the Great Lakes at Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, are scheduled to close January 15th and will reopen March 25th. The $858 billion defense bill passed by Congress will help the U.S. Coast Guard acquire another heavy icebreaker for the Great Lakes. U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar, a Democrat from Minnesota, on Thursday announced the National Defense Authorization Act, recently passed by the Senate and House, included her provisions, quote, paving the way for the port of Duluth to receive a second icebreaker, end quote. President Joe Biden is expected to sign the defense bill into law. The icebreaker provisions in the bill include the authorization of up to $350 million to acquire a Great Lakes icebreaker, at least as capable as Coast Guard cutter Mackinac, according to the bill's text. The bill does not explicitly say where the icebreaker will be placed. Currently, the Mackinac is the only heavy icebreaker on the Great Lakes. Its home port is Sheboygan, Michigan on Lake Huron. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Spar's home port is Duluth, and although it is smaller than the Mackinac, it is used to break ice. Ice breaking is at its peak when the shipping season reopens in late March. By then, much of Lake Superior can be covered in ice, which can delay the start of shipping season and cause some ships to get stuck. A single-day delay is estimated to cost $500,000 per vessel, the News Tribune reported in 2019. Now here's a look at your forecast, brought to you by the Women Today's 6th Annual Rosie Awards.
Happy Monday. Duluth will be watching a chance for some snow showers as we head into the afternoon hours. Not expecting much in terms of accumulation. Light dusting up to about an inch. High temperature around 14 degrees, and the wind will not be too problematic. Relatively light throughout the day, be coming from the west overnight tonight about 5 to 10 miles an hour, with temperatures falling to around 4 degrees as the snow comes to an end. Then temperatures will be colder, down to around 8 degrees for Tuesday with partly cloudy skies. With some possible clearing Tuesday night, temperatures will drop down into the double digits below zero to start off your Wednesday. And then there will be a chance for some spotty snow showers Wednesday into Thursday with temperatures hovering near zero. I'm Storm Tracker and meteorologist Jesse Ritka.
Thank you to the Rosie Awards for their support. Northland women are a driving force in our community. They are advocates, mentors, volunteers, and leaders. Nominate a special woman you think deserves to be recognized at thewomantoday.com or by email at dearrosie@thewomantoday.com. Nominations are now open and continue through January 31st. Also, a new episode of the Superior Telegram's History Podcast, Archive Dive, is now available. Did you know that Superior hosted royals during the World War II era? The Crown Prince and Princess of Norway visited Superior not once but twice during that time. You can listen to the details and the podcast at superiortelegram.com or wherever you also get this podcast. Thank you for listening to the Duluth News Tribune Minute. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.